recently spent 2 days shooting Motorsports at Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit down here in Melbourne, Australia. We used the Sony a6700, an absolute workhorse of a hybrid camera doing photos and videos beautifully, plus the Sony a6700 f2.8 G Master II. I did have a 56mm lens with me as well, but for obvious reasons I was way too addicted to the 70-200. It focuses incredibly fast, it's lightweight, the optics are beautiful. If you don't have one of these lenses, definitely make it a part of your kit. That lens was on loan to me from a close friend, and this whole weekend would not have been possible without it, so thank you, bro. So there was two main ideas going into this weekend. One was to create the vlog, and the second was to find the most efficient way to capture the most footage as one person during one race. This vlog is a very raw and real experience of capturing motorsports content. It's what it's like being trackside and the atmosphere, the sounds, and everything else going on. It's not so much the end result, it's everything leading up to it. And while I've trimmed out all the bad stuff, honestly there's a lot of bad shots in here. That is on purpose. It's for everyone to learn off, to see what it's actually like. It's not my best, it's more about just showing everything. So you are going to notice a lot of mistakes in the footage, whether it's too shaky or too blurry. But that is kind of the point. It's allowing yourself to make mistakes and actually move forward and develop and grow. I wanted to experiment and see what worked and what didn't, try a few different creative ideas, test out the camera in different conditions, and use different modes and just see what the end result would be like. And an example of this is actually using shutter priority to help manage your exposure. This doesn't work very well, but I still just wanted to see why. I just needed to see the end result. Could it ever work in certain conditions? More than likely, but you are better off learning the exposure triangle and managing things yourself. So alongside capturing this vlog and making it a very raw and real experience for you guys was trying to find the most efficient way to capture footage. Let's say you've got a 20-lap race and you've got 5 spots on track. You would spend 4 laps at each spot, allowing 1 lap to get to the next position. You would do 1 shot of static, 1 shot handheld, and maybe 1 or 2 of photos. This should give you enough time and enough space at each spot to capture what you need without sacrificing your enjoyment and trying to maximize everything. And the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit actually make it incredibly easy to do this because you can drive around the entire track, and this entire weekend was filmed with just a general access ticket. I didn't have any special media passes, I didn't know anyone on the inside. This is just what everyone gets to see. It is amazing and it makes it so much easier. Motorsports photography and videography can actually be pretty physically exhausting. Being able to drive is a golden ticket to capturing more content, and this was the perfect track to be able to practice this at. Alongside being able to drive around the entire track, I also used the custom memory functions with 3 different settings, 25, 50, and 100 FPS. This basically means you can capture what you need on one setting, quickly switch it over, and move on to the next. I use this on both photos and videos, but for this vlog specifically, we're just focusing on the videos. The photos will be a separate vlog, so keep an eye out for that video in the future. And I really enjoy making this content for people to watch and enjoy. It's not the end result footage, it's everything that happens beforehand and during. That's a kind of niche that I really want to focus on for this channel, so if that is something you enjoy, you've got feedback for, whatever it is, just leave your comments and thoughts and feedback down below. It means that I have a direction and goal in this channel for the future, and it's not just here in Australia. I do intend in traveling across the globe. I've got a lot of big plans, but we just need to try and get there first. It's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of grinding, but this kind of thing is incredibly rewarding, both filming, making, and I hope watching. So like I said, if you've got feedback, let me know. Tell me what you think this video needs to improve on for the future, because it's not something I want to do just once and let it go. I'm going to pass it over to the video. Like I said, very raw, very real, there's a lot going on, but I'm going to try and make these videos better for the viewer in the future. I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. I've been testing out all morning, and I think the way to go is shutter priority. I'm going with shutter priority because there's conditions changing really quick. And this should let me keep exposure well balanced.
Less than 2/10 of a second, so on that down into turn 4 Phillip corner, and he's gone faster. Oh, and he's sharing with me.
played some really slow motion shots like this.
Oh, this is
Back to the V90. Should have enough time to switch.
Far out, this spot's gorgeous. Best view. I feel like this is a really good spot to go 100 FPS as they come right up close to the car. Quick memory card swap, put in the V90. So we're going to shoot at the f-stop nice and high, as high as possible. See how we go. Ooh, it's shaky. Need more light. Hold on this position. Sick. Put it in half speed, I think. Just fucking send it around this corner. There's so much grip because it's all uphill. See how the static goes. It's audio. Or he was spun, but it just caught the end. set up. Just before the final turn, there's a gap in the catch fence here. So we really want to try and capture something static. Move fast to this one. We don't want to spend too long here. Neither does the tripod apparently. It's fighting it. There we go. Well, it looks like we've been shooting with the good card, so we don't have to switch. This tripod is not the greatest. Judging by these shots, it should be good. Maybe just tilt it down a smidge. Yeah, it won't move. It's fighting me again. Okay, that's it. I think that's the shot. Gotta go to manual focus and try and get the apex. Wait for a good group of them to come through. You can actually see a massive pack just coming over the hill. You would not see this on the GoPro, but just between that. 1, 2, 3. Here they come now. Stunning. Let's go. See what we can do. Ooh, no, I need to get the shot. Do I have the room? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let's get it. Should be around here. Would be the prime round, but the way they are, harder than I think we're good.